everybody? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Vane. We are still trapped inside this abandoned high school, and we are probably going to make our way out, but I said in the last episode that I wanted to explore a little bit more, and so we're going to do that. Now, a couple things that I wanted to talk about, some of the things that you guys had mentioned to me in the comments. First and foremost, you guys told me that I missed something huge in the assisted living area. So after we search through the school a little bit more, we're going to hop back in that car if it's still there and still runs for us. And we're going to go check that last building out. I think you guys said that it was a survivor building or an old abandoned survivor shack or something like that. And you guys said it had some pretty good loot. So we're going to go check that out after we work our way through this school. But we got some things that we need to take care of. We're dirty, we're stressed, and we're thirsty. So I need to find a bathroom and then fill up our canteen with some water. So I think I'm going to try and do that first. I'll pop into maybe some of these classrooms. This school is huge. I mean, there is just not a shortage of things to explore in this school. But first and foremost, I want to take care of some of the stuff that we need to take care of. It's very creepy when these lights aren't on. A couple of you had said that there are some ways to get rid of your stress levels too. I think you guys said that I could read books or like comic books if I find them out in the open. Listen, if you guys don't want me to pop antidepressants and smoke weed, then just tell me that. But that didn't really work for us the best. In fact, that might have made us more stressed. But I'm going to pop my head in some of these lockers and see if I can't find a worn book. Can't read that. Small juice carton. We'll take that. Actually, let's go ahead and drink these. How much can we drink? 8 ounces. Let's just get as much sugar in our system as we possibly can. We're only slightly thirsty now. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can't find, like this, a book. Can I read this? Literature that doesn't teach you anything, but it's entertaining. Entertaining nonetheless. Reduces stress. Okay. Read it. Oh. You do some reading and feel calmer. Okay, nice. So we just got to get in touch with our literature roots here. But we're dirty and we're still thirsty. Okay. I'm going to keep a note of that. Magazine, reduces stress. Let's just go ahead and hang on to that. Let's eat this apple. That took our thirst away a little bit too. A swirl bar. Eat it. We might be a little sugar rich, but that's okay. Banana, get the potassium. I'm just rifling through these lockers. Cell phone, we don't need any more of those. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. This is probably going to be good for like snacks and stuff. I don't want to go through all these. We'd be here forever. But we'll take a couple of things that we can find that are food. But let's go find ourselves a bathroom. I want to go fill up my canteen and whatever other water receptacles that I have. Like the bathroom here. Let's actually go to the men's restroom. Wayne Love is a man. And so we only fill our canteens up from the men's bathroom. Look at my floating hands and my axe. Oops. That's kind of cool, actually. All right, let's fill the sink up. We're going to fill the sink up, and then we're going to sniff it to make sure that it's drinkable. There we go. Let's go ahead and give it a whiff. Smell it. This doesn't smell like anything. I'm starting to think that maybe we have, like, what is it, long COVID? We've lost our sense of smell entirely and our taste, so we're just kind of hoping that we're good, that we're all right. Let's go ahead and find, where's that canteen at? We'll go ahead and get that filled up with water and then whatever other receptacles that we have. Here we go. Canteen. It holds 33.3 fluid ounces, refill from sink. Ooh, love that. And then I think we got a couple water bottles too. Actually, let's go ahead and drink this. I wish the little notifications would pop up like while you're doing it. Can we wash ourselves in this sink? Yes, we can. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Wash ourselves. All right. You wash yourself in the water. Not the most ideal situation to have to take a bath, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's go ahead and we'll save that one for later. Let's go ahead and refill everything that we have that can hold water. So refill from sink. Refill from sink. That's full. How about those water bottles down here? Refill from sink. Refill from sink. And we should be good. Those are all maxed out. Okay, cool. I know there's probably some other things that I could fill with water, but I'm not going to get too crazy with it. Everything looks good. We have nothing to worry about in terms of our mental health and the like. We already popped in here. So yeah, I'm not going to go through like the entire school. Ooh, I don't want to practice my my jump shot again. That was pretty rough. There's our vehicle, but I do kind of want to pop like upstairs maybe. And just kind of get a bird's eye. We got infected over there? Oh, we do. We got a walker just chilling. Man, I'm going to try and sneak up behind it. Well, that didn't last very long. We didn't take a big look around the school. Hello, ma'am. Okay. Really? You're going to do that to me right out the gate? Because this place is huge, honestly. And I feel like if this game is something that's going to get fleshed out even more, I do maybe want to like not explore every inch of a building this large. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's a lot of cool stuff in here, and I'm sure that if I just kind of mosey my way through here and leave, I might be missing some things. But, you know, when it comes to these early access open world like survival games like this, I mean, it's not really open world, is it? I don't really know if that qualifies for what we're playing. I like to leave some things to the imagination, right? When the game gets fully fleshed out, I like to come back in and explore everything. You guys outside? Man, it's dark. Why are none of the light switches working? Let's go ahead and leave that open. Anyway, God, did you guys hear that gulp? I want to experience new things. Because my guess is they're not going to expand on the map a ton. Oh, shit. Are they? You guys are below me. I'm not even going to worry about you. Are you? I don't know where you're at. It's kind of hard to get an idea of where... Oh, geez. Hello. Let's just go ahead and shut that. Let's go upstairs real quick. I'm losing my train of thought. A lot of these classrooms, or a lot of these rooms just seem to be classrooms. So I don't think I'm missing a ton. Why did you guys have this inside of a school? We'll take all these rounds. 16 round, I think we've already got that. Lone Star 1911, we've already got that. Cell phone, comic book, I can read that. Wait, I want to see what that was. What was the comic book? Pussycat Magazine. We love to have that. We got a couple of those. We got a couple editions of that magazine. We're big fans of that. Lighter, battery, lots of lockpicks. We'll take those. All right, let's go ahead and head upstairs. I want to see if we're missing anything up there. We got a little fan here, set to on. Let's get a little bit of a breeze blowing in here. Get some air circulating. This place probably stinks. What's in here? Ooh, okay. A lot of cleaning materials. I don't know if we need that just yet. Ooh, let's get that on. All right. Upstairs we go. I keep saying that, and then I come across these really cool spots. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, I don't want to explore the entirety of the school. I want to give this game a chance to catch up with developments and stuff. So let's head upstairs, poke our head around real quick, and then we'll head to that survivor shelter. All right, on the second floor, I'm not really seeing a ton in the way of like cool stuff. I have noticed that there's a couple of broken windows though, and I haven't been up here yet, to my knowledge. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if somebody broke in. There might be somebody living here, which would be terrifying. But it is pitch black up here. And then there are some doors that are like open or with like rooms with the lights on, like this one. Did I come in through here? No, I haven't been in here. What do we got going on? Harry the Tarantula? Absolutely not. Stove heating elements, wood scrap. Ew. I'm glad that this game is realistic, but I don't want it to be so realistic that that thing just pops out and makes me soil my pants. I don't want to see that. Notepad, desktop PC. Very interesting. Anything up here? Look at this thing. Look at this Geo destroy. Crystals. Okay. We can get a little bit spiritual. We can get a little spiritual here in the apocalypse. Hello, model skeleton. Goodbye. Plastic scrap. Okay. Against my better judgment. Ooh, you know what? As much as I hate spiders, I can't bring myself to remove the light bulb, thus killing Harry the Tarantula. He's probably running free in the school somewhere. Yeah, all right. I'm going to let you live. Remember this, and then don't use it against me. If we ever cross paths, remember what I did for you. Harry the Tarantula. Let's poke our head. Not gonna worry about picking any locks. Just opening doors that I can get into. What do we got here? Anything good? Brick by Brick magazine. Read it. Give me some boosts. I don't know what it did, but it's fine. Got some more cleaning stuff up here. Okay. I've seen enough of the school. It's a very large, expansive school. But I'm going to leave all of its hidden objects and hidden loot and resources for when this game gets more developed. Like I said, this is going to be more of like a mini series. I'm not going to probably do an entire series. There's a couple other games that I want to start like long series on. Sons of the Forest was one of them, honestly, but I don't know. You guys don't seem to be as interested in that game, which is totally fine. You guys like zombies, and I totally get that. You guys like the zombie survival games, so we're going to stick with those for the time being. But anyway, there's other like zombie survival games that I want to do like long series on. So, you know, with the state of this game, I think we're just going to leave it to maybe a couple more after this video. But let's get out of the school. Let's hop back in the car. I think we still have the car key. And then, are you dead? You're dead, right? Please, yeah, you're dead. Okay. I think we still got the key, so I really hope that it starts. Yeah, there we go. Ignition. Come on. Just get me. There we go. Get me to where I want to go, which is that. Oh, hello. Sorry. Which is that retirement village. It's already okay. It's only 6:16, but it gets very, very dark in this game. I don't really know if that's just an apocalypse thing, or if that's something that we're gonna have to keep an eye out for pretty much any zombie game that we play down the road. But I gotta remember how to get back there. I think we just drove down the road a ways. I don't think we went too far though. Is that it up here? I think it was before the gas station. Here's the gas station. Okay, it's just up ahead on the right. So we're gonna take a right here, and that should take us right there. Man, I cannot see anything. But you know what? I think we can drive through fences, so we might just have to do that. I wonder if I ran my car into the gas pumps, if it would blow up. I know that's a pretty common theme with video games and gas stations. I wonder if that would be realistic in this game. All right. Well, we're here, and I think this was the survivor house. I think this was the only house that we didn't explore. So let's get the key turned off, or the key out of the ignition and the car turned off. We'll go ahead and leave it in, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty... Oh, shit. Where'd you come from? Ooh, come on, frames. Don't fail me now. I think this was the only place that we didn't go into, right? Pick the lock, standard lock. Come on, let me in. Let me in. There we go. Okay. These guys put a bookcase. I love that. Can I destroy this? Yes, I can. Ooh. Look at this place. You guys weren't lying. All right, let's get the door closed. Get it locked. Maybe. I can't lock it. Corner cabinet. Uh-oh. I'm going to jam myself in here. Let's try this again. Let's destroy the cabinet. There we go. Now we got a little bit of breathing room. Can I lock it? Yes. Oh, my God. Ooh. Well, you guys weren't lying. There was definitely something hiding here. Oh my goodness. What happened to you? Decomposing corpse. I don't want to look at you anymore. You're gone. I got iron scrap and jewelry. Oh my goodness. This guy, actually, you know what? Given the state of this little apartment here, I think I know what happened. This guy is Zombrin. What is that? Sold for a limited time online from a highly reputable online pharmacy for the... Hold on a second. What was that? Zombrin. What was it? Zombrin? For the low, low price of $399.99, claims to cure the zombie virus. Ooh. And we got 7 of them. So what does that mean? That is one thing, that when we get attacked by zombies, we kind of just get like scratches. We get physical injuries, but there's no hint at like a virus spreading or anything like that. I'm not just... I think dragged a porta pot. Is there not a working bathroom in here? Actually, you know what? That makes me sketchy. I'm going to hold off on opening that door for right now. But yeah, I don't know if you can get like infected, so to speak, because we've kind of just been hit physically by the zombies, but not bitten or anything like that. Man, but I think this guy took, I'm not going to say the easy way out. I just think he didn't want to deal with it anymore. We've got painkillers. We've got tons of beer bottles, IPAs, horse dewormer medication. Man, advanced antibiotics. This guy just got his hands on literally anything he could find. Probably just took a mouthful of it, swigged down a couple beers, and sailed off into the great beyond. I cannot blame him, though. But unfortunately for him, Wayne Love's built different. We're built to survive this apocalypse, so we're going to go ahead and just take literally everything that he wanted to leave behind for us. Yellow spray paint can. Let's go ahead and grab that. I want to mess with that, actually. I know that was one of the things I saw in like the trailer, is you could spray paint and like tag buildings and stuff, which I think is really cool. And it's very realistic to kind of like a zombie apocalypse scenario. If you're going through looting houses, you want to mark off which ones you've been to, which ones have good stuff that you may need to come back to later. But let's go ahead and take a look at that yellow spray paint can. Apply. Ooh, okay. Rip. Wait, hold on. I should have left the body there. That would have been way funnier. I'm just going to spray paint rip right above this guy's bed. Apply. Get a big rip going. Oh, that's really cool. Wow, what a good detail. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Spray it. Oh. Rest in peace. I'm not even going to try and give you a name. I have no idea. And I'm also not going to sleep in your bed. So, do we want to take anything else? What other spray paint stuff can we do? let's give this guy a gold star right on the rip. Let's make it just a little smaller. Add it right on the corner of the R there so it looks like a sparkle. Yeah, I'm not a graffiti artist if you guys can't tell. Rip. Okay, well, now he's got his final resting place tricked out a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he had left behind for us, aside from an absolute shitload of pills. Let's see. He had quite the setup here, I'm not going to lie. Wood axe. Is that better than the firefighter axe? Let's just take it, I guess. Take it and hold. We'll just switch it up a little bit. I like our firefighter axe, but it'd be nice to have something different. Whiskey, we're going to hang on to that. We got a lot of booze on us, I think. Water bottle, pure. Is it cold? Let's just drink it. Drink it all. Drink it all down. Fan, receipt printer, rotten canned tomatoes. Don't want that. Okay. You guys said that there was something huge in here, so unless it was just the body that you were talking about, I can't unlock that. Damn. Ranch bottle, strawberry jam, butter knife. What else we got? Bean soup. I'll take that. Orange marmalade. We'll leave it. Sweet potato seeds, cleaning wipes. I'm going to take those, actually. Disinfectant wipes would be a huge thing to have in the apocalypse, whether you're using it to clean injuries, scratches, or just to clean yourself. You know, I know a whole pizza. Hell yeah. Every time we find a whole pizza, we're going to scarf that down. Hunger satiation, 60%. How about we eat the entirety of it? Slightly well fed. I forgot that just because we're not hungry doesn't mean we can't eat more. We could get this probably up to like borderline stuffed, and that's probably a good thing, a good situation to be in. And there's not really a rhyme or reason for like how I eat food or when I decide to eat it. I'm kind of just eating it as I come across it. Okay, we're gonna start getting into some of these rooms here. I'm a little nervous. Ooh, okay. Ooh, hold on a second. Let's get the light flipped on, the door shut and locked. This is promising. Anytime I see lockers of this sort, that's promising. Okay, let's see what's in here. We got, okay, basic driver bit and a level. Is this a weapon locker? Employee locker. Ooh, Lone Star 1911 magazine, 8 round. Let me see. I feel like we've been picking up a lot of ammo for our handgun. Okay, that's only 11. What's the other one? 6. Wait, what? I think the 1911 is the 45 ACP ammo, right? That's the 38 special, 1911. Yeah, 45 ACP rounds. I thought we had a ton of that. Am I stupid? We've got a box of 45 splits that. Okay, I don't understand. We've got all this ammo on us. Why does that not reflect in our weapon? Why do we only have 11 shots? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. We've got the Colt 1911 equivalent, and we've got all this ACP rounds, so I don't know why it says that we only have 11 shots. Somebody let me know if I'm stupid and I'm missing something. I probably am. But we continue looting. What else we got in here? An onion, don't need that. Iron scrap, dust mask, combination pliers, don't need any of that. Nothing in that box, nothing in the food bag. Okay, and a quarantine crate, which needs lockpicking 25. I think I mentioned this before, but if you guys want to play this game for yourself, one of the stats that you get to pick to have an initial boost on can be lockpicking. Go with that. Because there's a lot of stuff like this that you're not going to be able to lockpick or open if your lockpicking skill set isn't high enough. We've been lockpicking stuff left and right, and I think our level's only at 4. So if you want to get into some of the good stuff, at least I'm assuming the good stuff, make sure you have that. But antidepressants, we'll leave the blood bag there. Ooh, a respirator. Okay. What could we use that for? Cardboard pile, trash bin, soda can, corn seeds, corn, more corn seeds, corn. This guy was trying to start his own farm. Lunchbox, nothing. Putrid. Ew, don't want that. Pet perfume. What on God's green earth is that? A bottle of pet perfume usually has perfume in it. Is that a thing? Do people put perfume in their pets? Pet de-shedding tool. I know what that is. I've never heard of that in my life. Walnuts. We'll take those. Nutter nuts, walnuts. Eat them. What is pet perfume? Somebody please explain that to me in the comments. I have a cat. Am I not being a good pet owner because I don't give her perfume? That would make me feel a little sad if it was the case. All right, let's see what's in here. My guess is this is a bathroom, and if they dragged a porta potty in here, it makes me wonder why they didn't want to just use. Okay, there's nothing in here. Okay, 10-4. Why are we being weird? Big crate. There's probably a body in there, if I had to guess. Standard lock. Let's pick it. Give me like, I want a different gun. Archery crate. Iron arrow. Okay. Damn. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in here that, you know, I feel like there should be cooler stuff, but we haven't found anything yet that's like, oh my God, I'm glad that we found that. Nothing that's going to make our life in the apocalypse any better. Except for the painkillers. Compression bandage, we'll take those, I guess. Need 25. Oh boy, I'm regretting my decisions. Wayne Love should have been a thief in a past life. Okay. Ooh, okay, wait a minute. An NP5 magazine holds 9mm rounds. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. 9mm rounds, 45 ACP rounds. Okay. And then a magazine, but we don't need that. Okay, let's grab those. Tell me that the NP5, if that is what I'm thinking it is not in one of these locked crates. That would be so shitty. My guess is it's probably in here. Oh, that sucks. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I feel like we kind of missed out here on a potential new weapon that would have been a little bit better than what we got going on right now. But you know what? It is what it is. Schematic scissors, combination pliers. Don't need it. Don't need any of that. Ear protectors. Okay, well, I'm glad we came in here. At the very least, it's nice to know that we can come across like survivor shelters like this. And again, if I'm missing something, tell me. The thing that's bugging me the most right now, and I might just be really stupid, it's been a very long day. I'm just not understanding the ammo situation. We've got, you know, I don't know where the 11 rounds is coming from that says we have, because we clearly have tons of other ammo. I mean, none of these even say 11, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. And I'm assuming the rounds that we found too are in fine condition. It doesn't have anything, you know, about the longevity of the health of the items. Like, I think we're all right, but I think we managed to dick around the entire night. So rest in peace, buddy. But we're leaving. We're going off to the great beyond. I want to figure out, why are we so dirty? Because we were rummaging around a dead man's apartment. Let's go wash ourselves real quick and then read a comic book. The stress level is a pretty consistent thing that I'm surprised we have to continuously keep doing that. Keep up on. Don't know why I just drank that. I want to wash myself. Very dirty. Clean. Comic book. I don't know what kind of comic book Pussycat is, but we're going to go ahead and read it. Get rid of those stress levels. But man, that really didn't do much for us. It seems like we have to do everything in twos as well. So let's read a magazine real quick. And then, yeah, boom, all of our stress goes away. So anyway, one thing that I know I'd mentioned in the last video that I'm starting to agree with more and more as time goes on is the inventory system. When I'm trying to find something, it's a little bit brutal just because there's no visuals. And yes, I know that you can float over everything, click on it, and everything's going to pop up. But just having this sheer amount of things is a little bit overwhelming, you know, and things don't seem to stack really. So it's just kind of hard, you know, to visualize everything. It just feels a little bit cluttered, a little bit unorganized. And our carry weight, I know we have a backpack or like a gym bag or something, but even without one at the very first day of the apocalypse, it was huge. And so you can just carry an overwhelming number of things, which makes it pretty hard to get a grasp on what you actually have, what you need. There's really no sense of like scarcity, which is very important to me, at least, in an apocalypse like survival game. So make that a little bit harder. Make it so you have to make a difficult choice every time you pick something up. I think this would go a long way, but I'm going to pop in here real quick. I don't think that there was anything in here that I missed. Nothing important. We got, you know, I will say there is stuff in literally every place, even the unfinished areas like this. Like there's still something in every single apartment, every drawer, every cabinet, every fridge. Gin in the fridge. Love to see it. Canned tomatoes. We'll go ahead and grab those. Wet cat food. Nope, don't need that. Okay. We're off. I think what I want to do today is I want to keep driving around. I want to keep exploring. Let me pull up the map real quick. So we went pretty much all the way over here. That was the high school. So now I kind of want to work my way back over this way and see what's more towards like the center and the western side of the map. So let's hop back in the car. I hope it lasts us enough at least to get through the day. Did I run into this pole or did... Oh boy, I wrapped my car around it. I don't even know what happened last night. Turn on. What are we, chilly? Let's turn the heat on here once we get this thing started. There we go. Set to warm. Yeah. We actually got radio stations on. Okay, hate that. Let's do low volume, previous channel. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, well, let's turn that off then. Some of you had said too that when we came across the TV, you actually can find like I think you guys said like a DVD of Night of the Living Dead or something. It's copyright free apparently. So you guys said that I could find that and play that, which is really cool. And then the other thing, what was it? Was you guys said you could play the trailer for this game, which is super cool. I think it's just cool that you can watch TV in general. I think it's really neat and it's a cool thing to do. Is it realistic? Probably not. I know some of you guys have complained that it was weird, that they're still like running water and electricity. And I think in any kind of like apocalypse scenario, depending on what kind of apocalypse happens, like, you know, if somebody shoots a giant EMP, obviously the grid's going to be cooked from the jump. I think we were in that house. There's the church. Okay, we just need to go this way. But yeah, like an EMP, something like that, obviously electricity's gone immediately. But if it's something as simple as just people abandoning workstations, you know, the grid would stay up for at least like a week, I think, before everything just completely turns off. Obviously, hold on, we're going to go this way first. Obviously, you need people manning the grid stations and stuff like that. And if nobody's there to maintain it, it's going to go down. But I think, you know, within a week, it would be realistic or not unheard of to think that things would still be up and running. I'm not really sure about the water, though. Look at this big field. Oh, okay, you reached the boundary of the Vane demo. Please purchase the full game when it's out to explore beyond here. Wait, what? Oh God, oh God, oh God, we're getting pushed back and forth. Where are we at? Okay. Well, we can't go any further this direction, which is fine. I like having my options limited sometimes when it comes to full exploration like this. But my guess is, yeah, this map's going to expand a little bit. Oof. We'll just buff out those scratches, and we'll be able to do a little bit more exploring and expand a little bit. I like the idea of, of building like our own house kind of out in an area where there isn't much stuff, you know? I think in the beginning when you can pick like which of the two locations, I think it's just either end of the map maybe. One of you guys had told me that it's all the same map. You just spawn on one end or the other. I think that's the used car dealership maybe. I don't know. I know I'm passing a lot of houses and stuff, but realistically, if we found ourselves on the road in the zombie apocalypse, like you're not going to be able to stop at every single house. You're going to kind of go for landmarks, places that you think haven't been hit yet, grocery stores, convenience stores, gas stations, you know, places like this. Like, I don't even know what this is. I'm going to pop in here, though, probably. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Got a couple zombies here, but that's fine. Bridge Hills Bar and Grill. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get out here. All right, zombies, come on now. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. I need to find I need to find an ATM. I hope there's one in here. Ooh, look at this place. Okay. What is this, like Shaun of the Dead when they hold out inside of a bar? I wouldn't mind making ourselves a little house inside of a bar. What am I hearing? Ooh, light switch, please. Ooh, okay. Knew I was hearing something. I can't ever tell if these people are just outside. Oh, all right, they're above me. That's one bug that I wish. Ooh, look at this little entertainment space. I love that for like live music. Hell yeah! If we go completely insane, we can just throw concerts for ourselves. I gotta find this zombie. It's gonna drive me nuts. All right, let's head outside and come in through this way. Is this the same? This is the same exact space. How do I get upstairs? Did I miss something? This is like one of those things where it's like an apartment on top of a bar, which I don't know if I could ever do that. If you guys have ever lived in a space like that, let me know what that's like, because the constant noise would drive me crazy. And I'm usually one that likes a little bit of ambient noise. Helps me fall asleep, but living above a place that is as noisy as a bar would be, I don't think I could do it. The lights flipped on. There we go. I like the house layouts too of this game. Ooh, this looks like another place to be free to turn into a home. I'm seeing a lot of good options for when this game fully comes out. Oh, you're the one making all that noise. Oh, come here, Speedy. Come here. Boom, you're dead. I'm seeing a lot of cool spots that, you know, we could turn into our home base, you know, once we decide to actually settle down. Like, look at this space. This is so huge. And like, yeah, you know, I mean, being above a bar, that's not a bad thing. You kind of have an elevated surface to be able to defend, which is super nice. You know, we could set like traps and stuff down in the bar. So if anybody does break their way in through the, you know, the downstairs doors, they're met with traps and stuff. And then really we just have to barricade off this main door. But look at this. I mean, You could easily turn this into a house for sure. Everything's open. We got a nice little shower. I don't know. This is a pretty big house. Size-wise, I like this a lot. I haven't seen if you're able to make like defensive perimeters, like walls and stuff, outside of just walls that you would use to build like a cabin. I want to explore this area. Hold on. Let's get the lights turned on. Are there any lights over here? Am I missing them? Where am I missing them at? There we go. Okay, cool. But yeah, this is good. This is a big spot. I like this. Got a nice little entertainment center. We'd be living pretty comfy here. Learn how to build. Oh, okay. Coffee table. Got it. Quick search through here though. X Realty V version 2.0 game controller. Okay, that doesn't look anything like the PS5 controller. 9mm rounds. Yeah, we'll take ammo even though we don't know how it works. Anything in the TV stand? No. Pop our heads in that room in a second. Yeah, a lot of storage areas too. Ooh, strawberry donut. Yes, please. That looks like a that looks like it's straight out of The Simpsons. I want to eat that immediately. Salt pack butter knife, vegetable broth, beef broth spoon. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Anything in the fridge? Not a whole lot. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I popped my head in here. I don't know. I think, you know what I want to do next? What is that? Northwestern. Everybody in this town went to Northwestern University. It's kind of crazy, actually. Let's go ahead and wash ourselves. You know, one thing that I do want to do is, I know we're not going to make a home, but if we were to make a home, so to speak, I know that we'd said that we would make it in a firehouse station or a fire station because Wayne Love, the ex-firefighter, thinks he left some things back at the fire station that he used to work at, and he vowed to go back should anything go down. And he found himself in an apocalyptic situation, which guess what? We're here. We're here right now. Get started for me. Come on. There we go. I like this. This is big. We're upgrading, baby. From the SUV to this thing. But yeah, we're going to try and find ourselves a fire station. I'm not sure where it would be, but I don't know. We might have left ourselves some stuff there. Like I said, should have anything gone down in the apocalypse. Hello, ma'am. So, ooh, that looks like a bridge over there. Where are we at? We can keep going straight or we can go down there. Let's go down to the little river area. I kind of want to see what's over there. We've kind of been staying along this main road mostly, but I don't know. I don't want to miss anything cool. I kind of want to see what a big body of water looks like in Vane. So we will mosey ourselves right on over. Aww. Damn it. My guess is we're not going to be able to drive around it either. That sucks. That's never mind. We're good. I don't know why I thought that was going to stop me. We got a big bridge up ahead though. Nice. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, okay. We just drove right through it. Saranac Hollow Historic Bridge. So where's this gonna... Oh, come on. Alright, we're just gonna put it in reverse then. I don't know why they have that message pop up as if like just because you went somewhere you can't go, you're just done playing the demo. That doesn't really make sense to me. But also, why is our health... Wait a minute, why is our health so low? Hang on a second. Wait. Is our health low because we ran into a guardrail? Wait, what? The only thing that we have going for us right now is that we're stressed. So let me just read a magazine real quick. Why am I lightheaded? I did notice that there was kind of like a black and white gradient on everything. What is going on? Bandage, basic painkillers, pain killed, but nothing helps our pain. I gotta be honest, I don't know what's going on with our health. I think it might be ticking up a little bit. If you guys can see that in the upper left corner. I mean, we ran into a couple things in the in the van, but I don't know. Hold on, medical. Let's see here. Dirty. So these are all the things obviously we have. I'm stressed. Oh, okay. So one of you guys did tell me that I could do this. So if we've got something, an ailment going on, you know, we can come over here and it'll literally give us a quick link, a hyperlink basically to the things that we have that we can take to help us. So, but I don't understand why our health is so low and I don't know how to get that back up. Let's try some vodka. Feeling stressed. Down the hatch. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, we might be a little bit inebriated, but that's okay. Let's use some of the cleaning wipes. I'm kind of curious to see how that works. Sanitize wound? You have no wounds that need sanitization. That's what I'm saying. Compression bandage. Apply. I have no wound that needs bandaging. So I'm like, okay, my health is just regaining. Okay. I was tweaking out for no reason. I just needed to give it a little bit of time. But it is kind of weird that there's nothing that you can do to bring your health back up. If I'm missing something, let me know. But we can really only apply like fixes to things if we have a direct thing that needs to be fixed, like an open wound, scratches, infection. We're drunk driving, which I just now realized, and we're on painkillers. That was probably the worst combination to have in trying to operate a vehicle. But I'm going to drive around for a bit. I'm going to stop when I come across something that actually warrants me getting out. So I'll check back in with you guys in just a second. All right, guys, check it back in. We're kind of just cruising along this main road here. We got some walkers behind us, but we're going to go ahead and hop out. Let's see. Let's get this car turned off. And get out. Immediately pull out our axe. And kill you guys one by one. What you got on you? Maddie Davis and Josephine Torres. I'd love to know the story as to why some of these people have more than one ID on them, you know? But the reason that I got out is because I saw this house that has the boarded up windows. Ooh, wait, that looks sick. Look at his SWAT gear. Wait a minute, are we close to a military base? I would have loved it if it took maybe more than just 2 swings to take him down. Riot helmet and bulletproof vest. That is sick. Oh my god, I love that. Riot shirt. Let's just put this stuff on, dude. How's the health looking on all that stuff? I stopped here. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I stopped here at this house because the windows were boarded up. So I wanted to see if maybe there was something in here. You know, if that was a little something different to catch our attention. Let's pick this lock and see what's in here. But yeah, I've kind of been cruising on this main road, and there hasn't really been a ton in the way of anything, really. It's just a bunch of houses, so I don't know. And when I pull up the map, like, I don't know. I just disappeared. I don't know where my arrow's at anymore. I don't think that's me. I was like a little red arrow, but I'm no longer on the map. So I really have no idea where I am, which is totally fine. I don't necessarily need to know, but it was kind of nice to be able to keep an eye on where I'd been and where I'm going. But let's loot through here real quick. Actually, let's do what I said I was going to do and put some of this riot stuff on. I don't want to wear the hazmat anymore. Okay, riot helmet equipped. Now, let's see. Oh, look at that. I mean, ignore the fact that we've got a little gym bag, but we got full riot gear on. I love that. That looks sick. Let's see if there's anything in here worth stealing before we keep pushing. A comment had told me also that when I was in the school at the end of the last episode, ooh, box of waffles. Hell yeah. You guys had told me that I heard this really weird sound, and I don't think it registered with me as I heard it. I just kind of heard it in the back of my headset, basically, and then I kind of dismissed it. But you guys told me that that was a horde, the sound of like a horde coming, or that sound was to signify that a horde was coming. And I don't know, that kind of gave me chills when I read that, because it scared me not knowing exactly what was happening as it was happening, you know, because I was just kind of ignorant to it and just whatever. But yeah, if that's an actual thing, I'd love to see what a horde looks like. Because given the way that the walkers are in this game, I would... Is that the horde? I would love to see what a pile of them looks like, you know? I think that'd be really cool. But anyway, let's hop back into the car and keep pushing. I really wish I could see where we're at on the map. But I really want to find something that isn't a house to explore. I want to find something that we haven't seen yet. So I'm going to hop back in the van and keep it pushing. Check back in just a second. Ooh, wait a minute. You can't hide from me. You guys see that? Oh, shit. That lady saw it. Hold on a second. Turn this thing off. I should probably just keep it running, honestly. Do you have anything on you? Nothing. I just saw a little ATV. Come here, lady. Hands off. Don't touch my ATV. Please tell me there's a key in this ignition. That would be sick. Ignition, turn on. Oh! Alright, we just upgraded again. This is the episode of upgrading vehicles. Ooh, okay. Little ATV action. I love this. I feel like I can see a lot more. Oh, look at that ATV with our riot gear on. That's sick. What do we got? I don't want to run into anything. It's just a lot of wilderness. A lot of wilderness and a lot of homes. I think that if we'd have spawned onto like the countryside starting point, it would have been over here. Which I'm glad we didn't. Wait, I see stuff between the trees. I'm glad we didn't because there's really not much over here. I'm going to hang a right though. If I don't see anything up here at the... let's just hang a right. I see stuff through the trees here. Houses. Cutting through people's backyard and an ATV don't bother me. Ooh, I mean, don't mind me. Man, I took the scenic route and I missed literally all this stuff. Look at that. Look at all this stuff that I drove past. I wonder if we can pull up our map now and show up. Nope. Nope, still nothing. I'm cool with just driving around on an ATV, honestly. Scoping things out from here. Keeping my distance from the walkers. This building looks promising, though. What is this? What is this? Perfect Paws Pet Grooming. I'm not going to stop there. It's not going to be worth it. Look at all the walkers on the soccer pitch. You guys trying to start up? Get a little match going? A little friendly game of kickball, maybe? What do we got over here? Now entering Redford Fire... Oh! Wait a minute! Get out of here, lady. This is my stop. Turn off. Turn off. Yes. How do I get out of here? How do I exit? Exit. Let me out. How do I get off of this thing? Exit. There we go. Okay, this isn't really what I pictured when I thought of a fire station. I don't know. You know what? But we're going to go in here. Ooh, is that another church? We're going to do the fire station first, and then we'll go check that church out and see if there's anything cool in there. No! Let me in! Oh, I just cut myself. Damn it. I need an industrial cutting tool to do this. Do I not have like a hacksaw? No! Clear. Clear the broken glass. Can I not get it? Wait, wait, wait. Chair. Sit. Yes! I don't care how cheap... Well, how am I going to get out? Oh, I can just unlock these doors. I don't care how cheap that is. You guys, you know, if you're going to make me have like high-level lockpicking skills and I can't have it yet in the demo, you're going to have to deal with me breaking the game like that. What do we got in here? Joyful Garden, Scab... Ooh, let's go ahead and read that. I think that was one of the perks that we picked, though, scavenging. But hopefully that helps us find some better stuff. 12 gauge round. I wish we could find a shotgun. That would be kind of cool. We haven't really found much, and I know I mentioned this in the last episode, in the way of, like, guns. 9mm round, magazine, read it. I think we're a little stressed, maybe. Doesn't hurt to get ahead of that a little bit if we can help it. Light switches, light switches, light switch. Oh, shit! Oh, no. Oh, I thought that was a light switch. Oh, I should not have done that. All right. Where am I? Oh, we're in here. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Where are the damn light switches, dude? Ugh. They're either everywhere in a building or they're nowhere and you can't find them. Like, come on, dude. That's the fire alarm. Why are we putting that right where a fucking light switch would be? Like, make it make sense. There we go. Now we got some lights on in here. Okay. I don't know if this is the fire station that I worked at. I feel like the fire station that I worked at was a little bit more fire station-y. But let me see if we left anything. You know, let's see if any of the guys that we knew way back when, back in our glory days, left us anything good. Not a lot, it appears. Just a lot of tools. Ooh, sledgehammer. Should we? Yeah. Yeah, I want to use that, I think, maybe as a weapon. I want to switch out the axe. We've been using the axe a little bit too. Oh, we can't use it as a weapon? Really? You're telling me I can't use a sledgehammer as a weapon? Hold. Oh, yeah, look at that. Ooh. Yeah, we can use this as a weapon, I think. We're going to go ahead and hang on to this. Anything in these boxes? Nothing. Fan blade, nails, nope. Oh, man. Well, my God. Ooh, is that a leaf blower? Like, what use is this? What would you be able to use that for other than destroying it? Fuck. No, lockpicks. Damn it. Lockpicking 25. Hold on. I need to see where I'm at. Where are our stats? Dude, again, we've been lockpicking stuff left and right. We're only level 10. That's crazy. Agility. I picked agility. I picked... What else did I pick? Strength and scavenging. So stupid. If I had to go back and do all of this again, I would probably do, I mean, agility's not horrible, I guess, but I would absolutely do lockpicking. I would do scavenging probably again. And then, I don't know, instead of strength, I might do like vitality. I don't know. Lockpicking, though, I mean, if this is the way the game is going to play when the full thing comes out, lockpicking is extremely important if you want to be able to get some stuff right out the gate. I thought that was a keg. I got really excited. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Okay, can I go open these lockers? Yes, I can. Very simple lock. Let me get some lights on in here. I don't know where the light switch is for this area. No, okay. You know what? I don't really care. Let's just see what's in here. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, are these individual locker? Dude. Seriously? That's crazy. Night Sky Magazine. What is that? The Ultimate Observing List. Temporary XP boost, whatever. Let's just read it. I don't want these. I want these guys. Okay. So it's just one. Okay. Got it. Anything. Lockpicks. Grab those, I guess. We do have quite a few, so I think we'll be all right. Man, I was really hoping we'd find some better stuff in here. Lockpicking 11. Oh, whoopee. Nothing. I think what we might have to find instead of a fire station is a police station. That is probably going to be where all the good stuff is if I had to guess. Man. Tough. It's tough out here. We'll check these last cabinets, and then if there's nothing in here, we'll get back on the four-wheeler and keep it pushing. We're going to check that church out. Maybe they use the church as an outpost, kind of like the first one that we came across. That'd be pretty sick. Let's test the sledgehammer. Ooh, we got 3 of them over here. Come on down. One at a time. Oh, God. Okay, the sledgehammer takes a little bit longer to throw. Ooh, okay. I don't know if I like that. I like the axe better, I think. Let's go ahead and get that out. Clarence Chew. Damn you, Clarence Chew. Y'all didn't have anything. Ooh, you got some money, though. Give me that. I need to find an ATM, too. I didn't do that in the last episode. I was watching it back, and I realized that I hadn't gone, even though I said I was going to. Get you turned on. It's probably easier to upkeep a vehicle like this than it is like a normal, like, full-size vehicle. Like, that RV is nice, but I can imagine that would probably take a lot to keep up and running. And I don't know if that's something that we have time for. Get out of here. But let's check this church out. Do you know what hell is? Come here, our preacher. Did the other church sign say that? Okay, get out of here. Why am I very panicked? I'm tweaking. Ooh, we got people inside. You guys see that? Dude in a hazmat? Let's turn this off. Let's get out. Actually, you know what? Let's mess around with the bow a little bit. I know it's not visually appealing, but it puts in work. I mean, it's a one tap every time, and I can appreciate that. I wonder what kind of range this thing has. Looks like we got another cemetery. This kind of just looks like a reflected version of the other side of the map, to be completely honest. You're down. Let's see what kind of range you got. A little higher. Ooh, just at the feet. A tick higher, maybe. Okay, so we can't really go that far, I guess. Looks like they got a pool back there. I'm gonna have to go take a dip in there. You know, this game could be really cool if I go jump in that and I lose all my dirtiness. I'm gonna test that, actually. If it's filled with water, that'd be sick. But yeah, the bow, as ugly as it is to shoot, puts in work, and I like that. I can do it from a distance. Ooh, that's an interesting looking building. All right, first things first, pop into the church. My guess is... Hello, sir. Can I have that arrow back? Thank you. This is going to be very, very similar to the first one. And if that's the case... Okay, this one's more open. So the other one was used as a survival shelter. This one looks like it remains untouched. Also, why can't I sprint? Oh, because I'm tired. Okay, fire alarm. We've already learned that lesson. That's the exit. This room over here had a ton of good stuff in it. And the other one, but... just an office for this one. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm glad we came in here, I guess. Anything good? No hidden weapons? No priest that wanted to hide a big old shotgun for me? Can I play this piano? I can! I don't know. I was going to try and play the Halloween theme song, but I can't figure that out. But that's really cool. Play advanced. Can we just play it? Oh, I destroyed... Okay. I don't know how I did that, but I thought I was just going to play the piano. It said play advanced, so I thought maybe I had some hidden skills I didn't know about. That one's on me, though. That one is on me. Okay, we're slightly thirsty. We're tired. We're very dirty. What happened to your hazmat suit? Let's hop back up here. What did I say? There was a building over here, right? Oh, yeah, that building over there. Might need to go check that out real quick before we call this episode wraps. And in terms of this series, I know a couple of you guys have said you were really enjoying it. You wanted a full series. And I mentioned in the last video, we probably only have maybe 1 or 2 more videos. Like I said, I want to just explore the game mechanics of this game. You know, when it comes to these early access zombie survival games, I kind of just want to see if it's one that I want to... Oh, wait, no, I was going to go to that pool. I remembered. We'll do the pool and then we'll go over there. I just want to get my hands on the game and play it and see if it's something that I can see myself doing a much longer in-depth series on once the full thing releases. So, I mean, as of right now, I think I would with this game. You know, it shows a lot of promise. It's extremely ambitious, like I've already mentioned a dozen times. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with this little zombie. That's fine. Let me get out of here. Nope. Let me get out of here. What's going on? Exit. There we go. It shows a lot of promise, and I think that the devs have a lot of impressive things going on here. Is there water in here? Leaky pool. Oh, there's a dead body. Oh, no, it's you. Okay. Wait, I can sleep here? Wait, that would be the dumbest thing you could possibly do, is sleep on a blow-up mattress inside of a pool. But yeah, what the devs have going on here is really cool. It does show a lot of promise. And I'm kind of curious to see how they implement the full game. I have no idea when the full game is going to be released, but yeah, I don't know. I think it has a lot of promise, and it's something I could see myself turning into a long-term thing. What kind of veggies do we have over here? Is this stuff that I can actually pull out? A carrot. Check. Ooh, large planter variation 1. Okay. Yeah, and it would be fun to like do when I do a long series on this, like actually get a big garden going, so that we don't have to rely on like scavenging food and stuff. But I will say, finding food has been very, very easy. That's one thing I haven't really had to worry about much, is making sure that we have food and stuff, which is kind of a bummer a little bit, because when it comes to survival games like this, like food and water scarcity is a big thing, and it adds to the element of like the survival aspect. And so because everything has been super easy to find, it doesn't make you as like concerned where you live like, or where you feel like you're living literally day by day. You know, it kind of just feels like, oh yeah, let's just wander around, find things, scavenge, we'll be good, as long as we pop into a couple houses. But I don't know, I kind of like the panic feeling that you get, you know, if you've gone a full day and you haven't found a single thing to eat, anything to drink, no fresh water source. Is this another school? I think it might be. Let's get out and check. I think it might, maybe not. Is it? Can't get in here. Okay. This does look like another school. Either that or it's like a hospital of sorts. I'm not entirely sure. All right, let's hop back on here then. I don't have a ton of time left for this episode, but I want to see if we can't find another cool building to hop in and take a look at. Come on, let me get in here. Alrighty, we're coming up at kind of what I think is the end of this side of the map, honestly. When I pulled it up, I didn't see my marker, but I saw some of the things that I had come across, like the fire department and everything else, and I think I just kept going this way. So, I don't know. My guess is we'll pull up here and see if anything marks a location on the map, but I think this might be the end of this map, at least on this side. And again, I mean, I know I've probably got some cuts in here, but I really haven't come across anything other than like these houses. So, you know, in terms of like bigger buildings that we can come across, I haven't really seen anything. And I know I haven't really been giving it a ton of time, and it seems to be that there's 2 main paths to like explore the city. And I've been going on one, but if you go on one, you might miss things. There's a ton of trees in this area, so it's very easy to miss stuff. But I don't know. I kind of want to just pop into one more building if I can find one. And we've reached the boundary for the vein demo. Okay, cool. Maybe we'll just pop into this building real quick. It is starting to get nighttime, and I don't want to be caught out in our 4-wheeler. So I'm going to skip that building, but I'm going to go and pop into this house real quick. The driving's a little bit wonky with the ATV. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. But this looks like a good spot to hop off. Get the key turned off, or the ignition turned off. Exit. Poke our head in here. Let's get the axe out. Lights are still on. Yeah, we need to get some sleep because we are wiped. We can barely move. All right, this is a nice little cozy house to shack up in. Let's draw the blinds, get these all the way down. Down. Put the axe away. Down. Actually, let's get the axe back out and make sure we clear this house first before we call it home for the night. Nobody's in here. Let's get the light flipped on. Little small house, but you don't need much. You really don't. Okay, everything looks clear. All right. Let's just look through here real quick, see if we got anything we can find or we can use. Spawn mask, book, puzzle cube, baton groove pliers. Nope. Claw hammer, stapler, school backpack. Don't need it. Frames are a little wonky out here too. I don't know if that's just because my OBS has been running too long today and I got too many things going on my PC, or if this is performance issues, but this side of the map has felt a little bit rougher around the edges, so to speak. Large soda bottle, juice carton. We'll leave all that in there. Chicken broth. Any good food? Strawberry donut. Let's eat another one of those, shall we? Yum. Beef broth, chicken broth, crunchy peanut butter. Yummy. Take that. Chicken broth. Okay. I think in the next episode too, I might mess around with like the cooking. The cooking seems to be pretty expansive in terms of what you can do and what you can make. I think I haven't really been the best about gathering ingredients though. So that might be something we need to start doing. Ooh, $105. Don't mind if I do. I didn't find another ATM today. That's crazy. I didn't really look though. I feel like we kind of mostly just drove around. Got another debit card though. Hell yeah. Prescription antibiotics. Let's take those actually. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. A shampoo bottle. We need to wash ourselves. We are extremely dirty. Fill the tub up. I know we can just wash ourselves like from this menu, but I like filling the tub up first. It makes me feel like it's just more immersive. I feel like we're literally about to hop in the bath and splish splash around. Wash ourselves. How can we do that? Uh-oh, maybe I'm not supposed to fill up the tub. Oh, there we go. Wash self. Okay. And we're no longer dirty. We were really dirty. My goodness. Can we... I about drank my own bathwater. That's crazy. Let's drain that real quick. Let's drink it. We're a little thirsty. I want to see, like, how much thirst can we satiate? Can we get so full of liquids that we get sick? I'm not sure. But now the only thing wrong with us is that we're tired. Ooh, hand sanitizer. I'm going to hang on to that. Cool. All right. We only got one more spot to check out, which is the garage. And then I think we're going to try and get some sleep and call it a day. I will say, I'm going to pull the ATV in too. I like that these episodes have been basically like one day. It's been very nice for my brain to be able to like strategize like what we're doing day to day. Because realistically, if you woke up in the apocalypse, my first handful of days would be spent kind of scavenging, scouting out a place to live, and just trying to get our hand. Damn, this is a tough lock. My goodness. Trying to get your hands on. Dude, what is going on? Why is this lock so hard to pick? Dude, some of these locks are just like really hard for no reason. But anyway, I would spend a good amount of my time trying to find a place to live, but also just get my hands on as much stuff as I could before I really started to hunker down. So it's nice that these episodes are a day apiece. Fishing rod. Ooh, you know what? Actually, do I want to grab that? I might grab that. I'm going to hold on to that. I don't know. I don't think I have one. I think I passed up. What did I just pick up? A plastic tub? Okay. Plastic bucket. I think I passed up on one of those at the archery and bait shop. But, just nothing in here really. I mean, there's tons of stuff in here, but obviously I'm not really sure what I use most of it for. So let's pull the ATV in here. I think this is where we're going to hunker down for the night. Actually, wait. If I don't want to waste any gas, does that say I could push it? Let's push it in there. How much do... Oh, I need to turn the steering wheel, though. Damn, that would have been... Okay. That would have been perfect if the steering wheel was facing the way that I wanted it to go. Nice to know for next time, though. Let's go ahead and just pull this in here real quick. I really hope this doesn't bug everything out. Turn off the ignition. Oh, I just broke everything. Actually, no. We're good. We're perfect. Nice. Let's get that shut. I'm going to lock it. Not lock myself out. Boom. Okay. Keep that closed. I don't know if I'll be able to get back in, so I'm going to leave that side door open. Ooh, look at the mist rolling in. Let's get the flashlight out for effect. Very spooky. What time is it? It's only 7:30, but you can never be too safe in the apocalypse. So let's head back inside, lock the door, shut all the windows, draw the blinds, and be safe for another night. We survived, what is this, day 4 of the apocalypse? I think it is. I can't complain. I feel like we've been doing pretty well. We've been handling our own against the zombies. I wish we'd kind of come across some other survivors. Unfortunately, we did come across somebody that used to be a survivor, but he didn't make it, which is really unfortunate. I feel like we'd start losing our mind a little bit here, not having anything. We don't even have like a pet companion. It's literally just us and the infected, which is kind of crazy. I don't think I would last very long if I didn't have a little pet friend or something to tag along with me on this journey. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for episode 4 of Vane. Let me know what kind of things you guys want to see me do in the next one. Like I said, you know, not to get you guys upset or anything, but I think there's probably only going to be 1 or 2 more videos of this series. Just wanted to dive in, get my feet wet, and see what this game is about. And I have been really, really impressed. There's some things that are, you know, to be expected with an early access game like this, but you know, I think it's got a lot of promise and I have been enjoying it a lot. But if you're new here, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more Vane games or zombie survival games down the road. But that is going to do it for this one. So thank you all so much for being here. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. But until then, just survive.